Welcome everyone to What's Your Story. I'm your host Emmanuel Mutui, and today we have a special show for everyone. This is probably one of my most emotional shows, if you will, because it's paying tribute to a man who has impacted a lot of lives in our community, and he wasn't necessarily the big guy on the block, the flashiest guy on the block. He was just a quiet man minding his own business and handling his own business, but impacting lives in our community. And he passed away recently, and it was only right that we honor him with a show just dedicated to him and his friends and family. Just say something nice about him and tell you some nice stuff about him, just so we all understand the impact. Because if I felt like if you don't do this show, he'll be like a forgotten man, and I didn't want that to happen, and not on my watch. And so today we're doing a show about Jason. He's been my barber for 5 years. I saw him every week, and we over time grew to have a very nice relationship. And so this show is it's special to me. And throughout the show, you'll hear different comments from different people, his fellow workers, his brother, and it's all love. And I really pray that everybody listening will just receive it in that fashion and will just be impacted by the work that he did. So without further ado, I guess I go first, talking about my man Jason. Jason. So I met him immediately he bought the shop, this barber shop that we're at right now. And when he bought it, it was not the way it is right now. I never seen a man so driven to make something great out of his life. Like, he's in the military and he's just been a hard worker, but this was like his what is the word, coup de grace, if that's a word. But this was his swan song, if you will, and this is what he was gonna leave his mark in the shop. And he did everything. He did the floors, he redesigned it, and every time I would come in, we will always talk about what's next. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And one time though, and I'm gonna say this on camera so it lasts forever, I'm the reason why this shop has hot towel machines. Cause that man did not like a hot towel, but I loved it. And he bought it but never did anything about it for 3 months. So every day I would come in like, Jason, we need to get this thing up and running. And every single time, and then one day I walk in the shop and he's just smiling. He's like, look over there. And I just see the hot towel machine is on. And I was like, finally. And that's just one of the many things we just laughed about. Like, I would walk in if I have nothing to do, and we'd just talk for like hours sometimes and just leave because time to go. And that he was so inviting. Like, everybody who walked in the shop just felt his love and peace, and you were just free to be yourself. And all the barbers will attribute to this, on how he made everybody feel welcome. And the craziest thing is this: when he bought the shop, there was no braider or anything like that, but he was like, dude, we gotta get a braider in here. And he built this whole section just for braiders so that they can be comfortable and be safe to do their thing. And that's just the kind of man that he is. But I could go on and on and on, and I'm sure you don't want to hear about Jason from me. I'm gonna let the other barbers share their story and their influences from Jay. See you at the end.
Whenever you ready.
Oh, damn, my bad. Oh yeah, no, so Jay, that's my guy, man. Like, he was probably one of the best mentors I've ever had, to be honest with you. Not only was he like a homie, and he could be like the friend, he could also be like a father figure too, for somebody who really didn't have one in their life like that too much. Like, that's really the truth. Jason's a perfect example of how I feel most of us men are. And I'm gonna say this for one reason and one reason only. A lot of us can give great advice to everybody else. Save other people's relationships, man. Give advice and help people out make better financial decisions, X, Y, and Z. But a lot of us can give great advice but can't follow our own. And I feel like that, like, Jason was a prime example of that, man. Like, and I'm in the same boat most men are. I mean, women too, I'm sure, but on the men's side, like, the barbershop is where you come and relax. Barbershop is where you come and talk, man. And we got people who come in here with a six-pack, kick it, don't even get a haircut. Kill the six-pack and be like, man, I gotta get back to the wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jason was that man who brought that here. He was peaceful. He had great energy. He brought all the good people here. When Jason was here, I didn't even see any negativity in the shop ever. There was no animosity. There was nothing like that. And the goal is to keep it like that. So thanks to Jay and what he's established here and his legacy, we'll never go nowhere. We're gonna do everything in our power to make sure this stays. Because this is a family. We always been family. And it's gonna stay that way. So I don't got too much to say, man, but that's definitely one of the biggest things. And one of the things that I know really affected me in the shop. Besides Jason being a goof too, like, man, the dude was just a goof, bro. Like, I've never been able to vibe with somebody with such an age gap. I say that because I was the youngest person in the shop until Layana, came into the shop. And I'm 29. And how I look being 29, hanging out with people who are, 35 and up. He's 46 years old. Him and I are in the club together. Like, why are we together right now? I don't know why. It's the oldest dude in the shop with the youngest dude in the shop, but we click, man. And not only could we have a good time together, we could have real conversations, as men. And I'm gonna miss that. I'm always gonna miss that, man. I'm gonna miss his presence. That's why when I walk in here and no one's here and I open up the shop, I'm able to look at his station and know that even though he ain't here, he is. He's always here. He's always in our hearts. He's always looking over the shop. Miss you, Jason.
I want to say, like, I spoke on this so many different times with so many different people because he knows so many people. He's impacted so many people in such positive ways. I haven't heard. I mean, of course, there's somebody that's gonna have something negative to say about somebody, but I haven't heard not one. And I mean, I've met so many people through this man, and I want to say, like, I give a lot of props, but it takes a lot to impress a person like me to make me see something super special. I see something special in everybody, but to woo me though, it takes a lot, yo. And for him to like woo me from day one is crazy, man. I feel like he impacted my life in a way where we've been through a lot of similar paths, or we've been on a very similar journey, and to see how he came out of his in such a positive way and still was moving like nothing can break him was so inspiring to me, because you see a person going through something and you typically be like, damn, like man, if I had to go through that, I don't think I could have got through that. But to see somebody that's living proof, man, it's motivation, it's encouragement, it's dope, and he just I just feel like he really went above and beyond. He wasn't just telling you stuff just to say it because he heard a clever line. He was one of them guys that really meant every word that came out of his mouth. He thought before he spoke, I'm never gonna forget that. I'm saying personally, I'm never gonna forget that, and I'm very similar, but I felt like he was on another level than me, and I'm looking forward to one day get anywhere close to him, or get there. So love you, I love you, Jay. I love you, my guy. Yo, you my dude for life. I ain't gotta say I want him to hear this because he hear me saying this every single day. I'm gonna move with the lessons I got from that man. You know what I'm saying? So love you, my guy. Yo.
I guess I gotta introduce myself first because I'm the new guy. My name is Sincere the Barber. Just started here a couple of weeks ago, but I've known Jason for a few months. Not as close as everybody else, but we were cool, super cool. Good guy. I think one of the things that I wish I was able to tell him when he was here was how much I appreciated how much he wanted me to come in here and work. And I don't think most people know that. We talked, a lot of different times about me coming in here before his passing, and I put it off. I was like, all right, I got some other things going on I'm trying to take care of first. But he was like, yo, I'm gonna hold the spot for you. You good? I really want you in here. Every time I came in here to get my hair cut, it was always love. It was always positivity. So when the day it happened, I was like just shocked. Cause I was like, every time I see him, it's like Jason was like a really good guy. You feel me? Like I worked in a couple of different barbershops, but for the past 2 years I've been cutting on my own. So like when he gave me the opportunity, I was like, I like your energy, I like the man that you are, and I was like, I'll stop what I'm doing to come work with you. You feel me? Like that way we can help grow this together. So it's kind of sad because I wish he was here. You know, he gave me a chance to come in here. Everybody welcomed me with open arms, so it was like a somber moment to start ahead with him not being here after we done spoke about it so many different times. And I mean, so I just hope that I'm able to be an asset to the team, and he sees that we're gonna keep this going. And yeah, that's pretty much it though.
I met Jason a few years ago through his kids, Thalia, Indonesia, and Jabez. We were always coming in and out of the shop. Every chance we came on this side of town, we had to come see him. I haven't known him crazy long, and I didn't work here for very long before he passed away, but he definitely held a spot and forever will always have a spot in my heart. He's one of the most genuine, kind, down-to-heart people that I've ever met. Super funny. I don't think the shop will ever be the same without him, but we'll always do what we can to keep it as close. His memory will always be here, and we'll miss him forever. Love you, Jay.
Definitely a role model. Jay was a role model. The type of person that you would want to be like. Like, high expectations, he set the standards. And there was several times that I told him that whatever he had, I hope it rubbed off on me. If anybody had anything bad to say about Jay, obviously they didn't know who he was. You would almost want to use the word perfect when it came to him as a person. You would definitely want to use that word. And long live Jay forever. The name Jason Hasberry will forever be somebody talking. And that's it. Before we get fucking emotional back and forth.
Jason was real, bro. Like, I ain't a cap. I've been here the longest. I ain't met no guy like serious about his barbershop, serious about his business. Like, people don't put into their business. People don't make the business better. That was all he was about. And for me to be here the longest, I got the chance to see that. And it was just really dope. And it's just crazy. Like, he's irreplaceable. And we just gotta learn how to just live with his presence and celebrate his life, you know what I mean? But I'm out.
Hey, what's going on, man? My name's Sam. Jason was my older brother. Anybody who knew him, you know how he is, man. One of the coolest cats. Super real. What you see is what you got. You know, and I know he was a big staple in the community. So we're just trying to keep the shop going, keep it alive, keep his memory, you know, make it mean something. And you know, I'm always gonna miss my brother, you know, but I just cherish all the moments that I got with him. I'll keep it rocking over here at the barbershop. So, you know, I really just wish that everybody come over here, show their support, show some love. Everything's been overwhelming, all the support and love that we've been receiving anyways. Me and my family greatly appreciate it. And, I know you'd be happy to see everybody still coming here, supporting us. And just, and just being around. So make sure you come over here, get a cut. Still some fresh barbers up in here, as you can see. We got a dope braider in here that'll take care of you. And like Jay always said, we're here for the community. Peace.
Thank you everyone for watching the show. I pray that the testimonies about Jason have uplifted your spirits And hopefully you're reminded that we have local heroes in our community that nobody knows about, nobody talks about, but let's do our best to champion each other, and let's not put each other down, because you never know what your brother sister is going through. So like for this episode, the main message I want you to remember is this: love each other, help each other, and no animosity. Let's try to be a helping hand, okay? Remember, we all have a story. What's your story? Goodbye.